Florida. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. It's the FIU Panthers and the Florida Atlantic Owls. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Thank you, guys. Checking in with the Florida Atlantic head coach. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. FIU will kick it off to get things underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. So Florida Atlantic's offense will get first crack at it today. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Running inside, it's Bernard. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Breaks into the open. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And the Owls look to keep this drive humming. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
And sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Pressure coming. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play.
There might not be a hotter player right now in college football than this guy right here. He had 2 picks in their last game. He already has an interception in the first drive of this one. Quarterbacks, they're going to figure it out eventually. Stop throwing his way.
Great place to start for this offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Could be an alley. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, FIU. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
These offensive coordinators, man, they have their sheet and they go touches for so-and-so. And Jesse, he's one of those guys. Like, they wanted to get him the ball early because he can do that right there. Take it on the outside, run it down the field. Very few people on the field can even catch him. They're getting him the ball early.
And they're doing it creatively, too. On that one, David, it looks like the defense had no idea he was getting the football. It's almost as if they weren't expecting it, so give the OC some credit. Getting creative, getting one of his best players touch early, and he's able to take it in for the long rushing TD.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the catch. It's Bernard. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Pucks it out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Turning it on! They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Finds the tight end. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Fires downfield. Snagged in the middle. It's McNeil. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Panthers will hustle to the line. They'll run it from the gun. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Send the tight end in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Florida International. Makes the grab right along the back of the end zone.
It does not take this offense long to get going. We've seen 2 drives. We've seen 2 touchdowns, David. They are so explosive. They've got so much speed all over the field, and they're lighting this scoreboard up early.
Hey, you better find some answers defensively. You better find a way to slow them down. And how about this next possession for your offense? Like, coming on the field, you can tell. As an offensive coordinator, you got to feel it. Like, my defense is not holding them down right now. We got to put together a drive, get some points on the score in this next possession.
Off play action on 1st down. He slings it deep to the left. Got it down the field. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The Panthers' offense comes out ready to go to work. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work.
Encroachment defeated.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll run it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Calls his own number. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. FIU mounting a threat in the red zone. From the gun, Give on the inside. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. 3rd and 3. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. That's the end of the quarter, and FIU is on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now they'll run the draw. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force...
He's got it on the outside. Flying down the left side. Touchdown Owls. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Hauls it in. He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that 1st down. Instead, they'll be faced with 4th. FIU will line up to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Slips through the line. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. Looking for more room. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Panthers! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
And this offense is clicking.
His own 5. He's got an alley. Just an outstanding return there in time here late in the half. Oh, they're after him. Takes the easy throw in the flat. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the offense found no success with the backward going pass. How about a forward pass on 2nd and long? Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll try to do it himself. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Owls!
Well, they've been calling his number, running the ball a lot on this drive, Dave. That's an outstanding run right there. But whether it's designed or whether it's off script, scrambling around, this defense can't find a way to corral this guy. And if I was on offense, I'd keep letting him do this.
Yeah, and the annoying thing is, man, the quarterback gets the ball every single play. They snap it to him. He can throw it. He can scramble. He can run. So really just opens up the whole field is at his mercy. And this defense right now, not finding a lot of answers. They've got to do something to stop this quarterback.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Panthers want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to. And when he sticks his foot in the ground, you could tell when he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
And his throw is incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. FIU will line up to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
A shot toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Pulls it in. It's Messer. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Owls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Pulls it in. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be first down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Rifles it down the middle. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Taking it the other way. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Finds his back in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And that's a nice job by the offense, man. I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Florida International offense is back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Panthers with the 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. There's a crease. Oh, what a cut. Touchdown, Panthers. And the punishment has been extended. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. On target to the left. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Owls peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Right down the middle. And he's thrown another interception. Picked up a few. This is why the passion of college football runs so deep. The rivalries, and when you lose, man, is it